Traditional FIRE is the process of increasing your savings rate and investing to get to 25 times your annual expenses as quickly as possible. This can involve forgoing current happiness levels by delaying gratification with the aim to live the life you want when you achieve FIRE and quit work. Even at a 50% savings rate, it will still take about 17 years to get there. That's a long time to wait to be happy. There are more flexible approaches to get to financial independence whilst not forgoing as much current happiness. One of them being Barista FIRE, which I did a video on recently, going into depth on the pros and cons and potential job options for anyone aiming to Barista FIRE. So if you missed that, I'll link to it in the description if you want to check it out. In a nutshell, Barista FIRE generally refers to what people would classically maybe refer to as semi-retirement. Whilst not fully financially independent, the idea of Barista FIRE is bridging the gap between income from passive investments with a part-time job to make up the difference between their passive income and their expenses. It doesn't necessarily involve becoming a barista. It's more about someone being able to take on a lower stress job, part-time job, or lower income job, and preferably one that they enjoy. Whilst researching for that video, I came across an excellent Barista FIRE calculator that I feel is very useful, and I think it can really show the power and options that pursuing financial independence provides. The calculator is on a site called walletburst.com, and I've linked below in the description. Let's look at a quick example when using the calculator. Let's say someone has been working for a few years and are 25 years old. They are not really enjoying their career, but it pays well, and they have worked hard to get there and it provides good career opportunities. However, they crave a less stressful and more simple life with more free time to pursue their interests and passions. They are unhappy with their current situation and want out of that high stress job as soon as possible, but still want to set themselves up for early retirement. They discover financial independence but realise that even after dramatically cutting their expenses and saving over 50% of their salary, it will still take them 10 to 15 years to reach full financial independence. And by that time, the opportunity to do the things they dream of may have passed. This is where Barista FIRE could potentially provide an answer to their solution. In this example, let's say they have a take-home pay of around 50k, which is fairly high, I know, but we are talking about someone who is desperate to get out of their high-paying, super stressful job as soon as possible. Due to their FIRE lifestyle, they have managed to build up a portfolio of around 50k, whilst living on around 20k per year. If they continued at this rate, they would reach full FIRE at age 36, which is still an 11-year slog. However, if they could stick their job out for another 5 years until the age of 30, and then transitioned into a lower paying or part-time job, maybe consulting in their current field of around £1,500 per month, they would still reach full FIRE by age 53, which I thought was pretty amazing, to be honest. Which leads to the question of, is Barista FIRE right for you? Firstly, if you can't get your head around why in the world anyone would be willing to accept less money to work a part-time gig and delay their time to reach full FIRE, then Barista FIRE is way off the mark for you. Especially if you have a well-paid career that you find enjoyable and rewarding. So if this is you, then probably crack on with your job and keep working towards full FIRE. But when looking at this calculator, it definitely surprised me by how, putting in the graph early on, it was still possible to reach FIRE even after taking the foot off the gas at age 30. There are obviously a number of pros and cons to pursuing this approach, but it definitely got me thinking and questioning some of my preconceived notions, which is never a bad thing. At the end of the day, it's all down to your individual personality. If you dream of a slower paced lifestyle and more time now and are not bothered about the social status element of giving up a well-paid career for a lower paid job, then Barista FIRE is definitely worth a consideration.